What up, farm? So we got all the wheat finished and now we're about to head on to the barley. So you can see a bit of a bare patch there. And there's a few trails in the crop. Well, that is not great to see. I don't love seeing it. But what it is native animals. Wild native animals that are grazing on our crop. Yeah, kangaroos, emus, whatever you think of, we have it pretty much. Yeah, and it's lost money. If it's your own sheep grazing on your own crop, well, at least you can sell your sheep. Hopefully your sheep are in better condition. But when it's a kangaroo or an emu grazing on your crop, well, yeah, it's just lost money. It has no benefit whatsoever to us, and yeah, it's a real shame because it does cost us quite an amount of money every year. I'd say it costs all of Australian agriculture a lot of money every year, but it's not ever something that is talked about, unfortunately. Yeah, but anyway, it is what it is, I guess. But really, apart from the damage done by the native animals, I would say this crop's going pretty good, considering I've only harvested just a bit for a bin, and yeah, I've got probably 2/3 a box full. It's doing pretty well. I'm happy. What up, farm? Onion Cam here, and I'm not reporting anything good right now because hopped out of the tractor, had a look, and uh-oh, something's wrong. That's not meant to be coming out of the back of the tractor. So we've pulled out to the side, and I don't know what we're gonna do now. Alright, so the paddock of barley that Dad and Ryan started last night is coming to an end. They had a bit of a rough trot. The chase bin tractor blew a hydraulic hose at the back, where it's leaking quite bad, which is a shame, but they went and got the other old tractor from up at my place, and we might hook that on possibly to the chaser bin until we can get our hose fixed. But anyway, we'll wait and see, not to worry. But yes, anyway, we're almost done. Almost, actually very close. Yeah, this is the last pass, and then we'll be able to cross another one off the list and move over to Christie's. Alright, we took the front off and now we're heading to the next paddock. What up, farm? So today is an exciting day because we've got Doug and Sophie from AgLeader and Grant from Southern Precision, and we're putting yield mapping on the header. We've made a start, and as it goes, when you're pulling stuff apart, don't mind me just climbing around, we pulled the old yield monitor system off the back of the clean grain elevator here, and there was a plate all folded up in here, and I had heard some clunking and couldn't figure it out, but this is it. And lo and behold, we had a bit of a look in the boxes that AgLeader sent us, and they even send you a new one because they know that it's going to be worn out. So there's the old one, and here's the new one. So I just can't say enough good things about how much stuff they put in their packages. Alright, so Grant's just cut some holes in the clean grain elevator, and this is for the moisture monitor, or the moisture meter. The grain will come in, get tested, go back out. So yeah, easy as that. Right, so all the wiring for the moisture meter is done. Just figuring it all out. The power cable runs across to the batteries. There's been a module installed up there, and a big joining plug thing. I really don't know what I'm looking at. Just as long as it monitors the yield, that's all I'm worried about. Alright, so Grant and Doug got finished up on the yield monitor install, and we're using it right now, and I can tell you it is fantastic. This will really change the way that we farm, I reckon. So what we had to do was we had to put a new new impact panel at the top of the clean grain elevator. We put the moisture sensor in, which you will have seen. There's a few modules on the other side of this wall that we put in, ran all the cables, and AgLeader set us up with a box counter, this one up here, which counts how many kilos is in the box, how many kilos of grain is in that box. And Ryan on the chaser bin can see that as well. So that's pretty much what we did. I was a bit lazy on the camera, didn't get it all. But anyway, what it does is, as the crop comes in, as you're harvesting along, it thrashes it all, processes it through the header, and then as it hits the impact plate, it measures the force, more force meaning more grain, which gives it a tons per hectare reading. So I'll go to the overhead view when I get there. So you can see here, and we'll get the legend up. Cool. So you can see over here it's red. That's meaning not very good yield at all. And then down this side is dark green and green. That one's red and green. That's because it was right on the fence. This one's a bit better. Yeah. Here's Ryan. Yeah. But anyway, what it does is it just logs what the crop has yielded in each part of the paddock. And then once we know different parts of the paddocks, are yielding differently, we can treat them differently to try and get them yielding more, or to save money on fertilizer, because we know that they're not going to yield well. So the more data that we have, the more informed decisions we can make. Another paddock coming to an end. Got another one to cross off. There we go. Another one down.